This is my basic solar setup. I've got 425 watt panels on my back shed. I feed those into the house into a string inverter, and the plan was really I wanted to do some Bitcoin mining on a solo basis, a bit of a lottery, but I thought I'd give it a try. But in the UK we've probably got about the most expensive electricity that you can buy. It's around about 25 pence a kilowatt and a standing charge every day just to have the meter of nearly 60p I think it is. The solar panels feed into this SolaX X1 BOOST G4. It's a string inverter, it's connected to the grid, so any energy I don't use, the rest goes out onto the national grid. But currently I'm drawing about 400 or 500 watts, and this seems to fulfill my needs at the moment. It's got no battery backup, so it's not charging any batteries. It's purely just a straightforward string inverter that's grid tied. And just moving on to my little mining rig. This is my mining rig setup. So I've got the Canaan Avalon Nano 3 set up here. I've actually taken the front grill off. I've taken the mesh off it, and on the back of it I've actually put some small fans as well just to help with the air circulation. And on the actual power supply, so I can get the full, currently it's drawing 126 watts. To get the full output from it, I've put a small little fan here which constantly blows onto the power supply, which is keeping it cool. And just above that I've got a little power meter up there, which running to that socket as a timer from this device. So during daylight hours that is switching on this socket, which is switching on this system. And this power supply here is just separate for the two fans which are blowing in through the back. And I can now show you on the display for this the exact temperature it's running at. This is the current cost of electricity in the UK. Currently it's costing me 24.18 pence per kilowatt, and I also have a standing charge on that meter of nearly 61.5 pence per day. So as you can see, it's not really cheap to run a mining pool in the UK. So if you now have a look at the cost of trying to run it, so with that average cost, well, 24.18 pence per kilowatt cost, the unit's drawing about 150 watts. I'm running for roughly about 12 hours a day, and the cost per day is in the UK pounds 44 pence, which per month is £13.24, and cost per year is £158. And as with solar mining, it's all a bit of a gamble. So if this is what it's going to cost you per year. So if we actually have a look at the Avalon Nano, currently it's ticking along at 3.98 terahashes, and I'll just leave it running along that day. It's got a mining temperature of about 73 degrees C due to the extra fans I've added. And if we look at what's happening with the solar system, currently I'm generating about 1.68 kilowatts from the inverter. That is then feeding into the home supply, which we're drawing about 500 watts at the moment, 473, but a lot of it is going back out onto the grid. There's 1.21 kilowatts, which they pay me nothing for. So I'm just trying to think of a way now of adding more miners where I don't exceed this amount really, but at the moment the Avalon Nano suits my needs. It draws about 150 watts with the extra fans that I've added, and as long as I run it during daylight hours, even when it's a cloudy day, it will actually, the solar panels will actually still run it, no problem at all, because my home generally during the day is drawing between about 300 to about 450 watts. Well, I hope that's helpful to you if you're thinking of going down this line. This is the main thing you need to think about. Even at 150 watts, it's still going to cost you £13 a month. And obviously, depending on which tariff you can get, this is the best tariff I can get at the moment. So, in summary, I think the only cost effective way for me to mine in the UK now is at the moment is via the solar panels and keeping the rig small, and I don't think I'm going to get up into anything like 20 or 30 terahashes. I think it's just going to be small equipment. I think around about 4 terahashes is fine. It gives you a very small chance of winning if you're going to solo mine, but you've got to be in it to win it.